Let us begin today. Why should we meditate? And now we are studying the Yoga Darshana of Patanjali, the famous book Patanjali Yoga Darshan. First chapter, we have completed almost 18 aphorisms. Today we will discuss about the Ishvara. Let us begin with this. Mano buddha hamkara cittani naham na cha shotra jive na cha ghrana netri na cha vyoma bhumi na tejo na vayu chidananda rupa shivoham shivoham Shivoham, Shivoham. We have already studied about the samadhi, the highest condition. This is the speciality of our Indian philosophy, we can say. In the beginning, they will give the highest idea, complete idea. What is the goal? And then they will describe. In the Bhagavad Gita also we have seen that in the second chapter itself, Bhagavan is telling what is the philosophy, everything, and then again coming down to explain. Here also, in the very first chapter itself, we reaches about the samadhi pada. Samadhi is the highest stage of meditation, and he says the samadhi pada, there very clearly he is telling samadhi is two types. We have already studied that, sampragyata, asampragyata. Sampragyata means with the help of something. With the help of something means, here it says, it is not like the bhakti school. This is following the Jnana school, because the Samkhya is the philosophy of the yoga. Samkhya, yoga, these are the two different philosophy. Samkhya by Kapila and yoga by Patanjali. But Patanjali has taken or dependent lot on Samkhya. So the philosophy is on Samkhya. Samkhya is a jnana, the knowledge. So naturally, when they are giving this terminology, you have to be very careful. Because when you are studying this type of scriptures, we have to be very careful about the terminology. The same terminology they are using again and again in different meaning. So unless we understand that, we won't be able to understand that particular philosophy. So here it's telling the sampragyata and asampragyata. Sampragyata with the help of some thoughts. In the bhakti school, what do they do? We will come afterwards. We take the help of images. We take the help of name of God. But here it is not like that. He is telling the mental thoughts are going on, and take one thought, concentrate on that. With the help of that, you are reaching to what type of thought? It's a vichar, vitarka, ananda, asmita. Vitarka, vichar, ananda, asmita, rupa anugamat. Very subtle thought. It's not the gross thought that we are thinking over here. So the mind has already gone up so high, and there only still over there our mind is thinking about something. What is that? First is gross thought, the vitarka. Then vichar. Vichar means subtle thought. Then the bliss. We have already discussed about it in details. When after the meditation, mind is in so high stage, our mind is full with joy. And on that joy, if we concentrate, we can reach to samadhi. That's why I quoted Ma Saradhamani. Mother is telling immediately after meditation, say after you are practicing 1 hour japa meditation, and then after the completion, simply sit on your seat. Do not immediately get up or go. If there is important work, of course, the other thing, or otherwise, if you have time, sit over there quietly. And suddenly you may feel a joy coming within. Concentrate on that joy. You may reach to samadhi. So that asmita is the knowledge of oneness. Sometimes the people will be meditating and then they will forget themselves. So that way, so the vitarka, vichar, ananda, asmita, these are the 4-5 things that we are taking, mainly 4. And rupanugamat, unqualified egoism. Ego, the I consciousness, here the ego is different. Asampragyata, this is the sampragyata, taking the help of some thoughts, and that thought also so high. Then comes asampragyata. So why we should discuss? We may not reach to that idea, stage. It doesn't matter. At least intellectually, we will understand what samadhi means. And that is the reason the moment a person reaching to the samadhi, his whole character is changed. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is telling, it looks like a sword, but it cannot do any harm to anyone. And the person in samadhi, after attaining samadhi, he looks like an ordinary person again. Maybe he is sleeping, he is eating, he is joking, he is going around with other people, just normal, natural, but he is a different person. From outwardly, you won't be able to understand. Outside, there is no expression. So these are the things we can understand, and at least in religion we will understand that some people who are talking about that, what is their character, how they are living. So these are the things we have to understand. And asampragyata, viram, pratyaya, abhyasa, purva. Viram, pratyaya. In our mind, in the human mind, only 2 things are there. One is samskara, impression, another is pratyaya. This pratyaya means waves. This impression are so many, and that is the reason from the beginning of our life one should be very, very careful. Why the parents are careful about the children? They should not go to in a computer to this side or that side, and they should not see this cinema, that cinema. Why? Impression. When they grow up, they see, they understand, but that time they have already developed understanding. So this is this, or otherwise it becomes very difficult. The moment there is the impression, it is so difficult to erase. And that is the reason Sri Ramakrishna is telling that in the beginning itself you have to offer to God. When the fruit is very fresh, that fruit should be given to the God. He is giving. Indirectly he is telling. When the mind has already been scattered everywhere, so many thoughts or impressions are already there, it is very difficult. Not that it is not possible, but difficult. So here is telling virama, pratyaya, abhyasa purva. Abhyas we know, abhyas means practice. We have to practice what? To totally stop. What? Our waves. Waves of what? Samskara. Even after becoming a monk, sometimes some people will be keeping contact with their family, and they will be always talking about them, feeling proud about them. That is why the monk should not tell about their past life. And that is the thing, because the samskara comes. My father was a great person, he was a rich person, he was this, he was that. Impressions are there. Then I was doing this, I was doing that. Wrong. Sometimes the monks you will see, they'll be having MD, Swami this and then MD or this or that. What? Either become an MD or give up everything. So that samskara is still there. Why he is mentioning MD? To impress people that I am not an ordinary person. This is wrong. You become MD, no problem. There are others are also there. This is good. You are intelligent. You have studied well. You have got the certificate. But the monkhood is totally different. The moment you become like that, you have to. We will be discussing in the next Sunday, we will be discussing about the life of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was a great scholar. But when he became a monk, what happened? Only one incident I think I should tell you, that he wrote a treatise on a very difficult scripture. Very difficult, because every word you have to explain. Unless and until you know the root of that and then your own realization to explain, it's very difficult. Virama pratyaya. What is pratyaya? The pratyaya means the waves. What are the waves? Where from it comes? Like that you have to go on explaining. He explained, he completed the book, then he was thinking to print it, publish it. And he had a very close friend, he was also very scholar. And both of them one day, they were on a boat, just they were going on the Ganga, and he told, can I read it out to you? I have already completed the book. Shall I read it out to you? The friend told, okay. He read out the whole treatise. Then he found that his friend is crying. So why? Why you were crying? What is there? I just explained. No, you know, I didn't tell you. But I also was writing the same book, on the treatise and the explanation on the same book. But after hearing your explanation, I found nobody is going to read my explanation. What Chaitanya Dev did? He took out all the pages and threw it on the Ganga and said, your book only will be read by everyone. Nobody will know that I wrote it. He never cared. Who is going to read and who is going to clap and who is going to, nothing about it. So this is the special feature of a monk, never caring about the appreciation. This is when Sri Ramakrishna was doing the sadhana, he became, the whole body became radiant, became so attractive physically. Now whenever he used to walk, people will be standing and looking at him because so beautiful. Sri Ramakrishna went to Mother and said, Mother, please remove all these things, outwardly beauty. I don't need it. Because the appreciation of the people, so this you have to seize, you have to eradicate all sorts of impressions. When we are talking or thinking about the highest samadhi, highest concentration, highest meditation, which has been termed as the asampragyata samadhi. Sampragyata and asampragyata samadhi, there it should not be. Now the question comes, this is so difficult, to erase out all the impressions and everything. The moment you sit over there, it is so difficult. So in our organization, naturally we have been given some of the responsibilities, and the moment you get the responsibility, it is your duty to perform it perfectly, and for that so many other things are also involved. It is in the society. So when I was in Andaman, there were 50 orphan children and no money. So day and night only thought of money was coming. Then I went to Thakur and told, what is this? Then why should I think of the money? And so many other things. Oh, that person, I should keep contact with him, and why should I? Is this for money and the contact and this thing I have come here? Then I contacted our senior Swami and told, is it not that I am going away from my spiritual path? He told, no, not at all. Only thing you have to keep in mind that after doing or performing everything perfectly, when people are appreciating, you should not be deviated by that appreciation or criticism. Whatever you are doing it for the service of God. So have faith, complete faith, that God is there. Sri Ramakrishna has come in the form, the God in the form of Sri Ramakrishna, and whatever he has asked, Swamiji has asked, if you are doing, this is best for us. But only thing you have to keep in mind, that totally unattached with the result, then it is all right. So see, you have to understand the things in this manner also. And how we can do, when we are meditating, reaching in the highest stage, even a small desire, if it is there, what happens? Sometimes out of compassion we feel, oh, so many people are suffering. If I had the spiritual power, I could remove all the sufferings. I could make all of them happy. And with that thought, if you realize, if you reach the highest goal, what happened? You become a God. G small. You become God. You have so much of power, you can do so many things people cannot think of, but still you are not mukta. You are not liberated. You have not achieved the highest. So this is really very difficult. The majority of the people who are following the religion, why? If you go and ask, we will go to heaven. The conception of heaven, oh, that is, everything is good, all people are good, there will be no problem, you need not to go to office, you will go get your all food, whatever you think best, all will come to you. That is the conception of heaven. But it is really no. Why the conception of heaven has been given to the ordinary people? So that they become tempted. But when they come to the religion, then those things are removed. And they say, you have to be liberated. What is the liberation? To become God yourself. And that God, afterwards we are coming over there, these gods, bhava pratyaya, videha, prakriti layanam, another two words, videha, those who are not having the bodies. That's why gods are having celestial body. They can take any form. They can go anywhere. They are all powerful. But still, they have a desire. And that is the reason they will have to come back and suffer. Because every thought is a work. And the moment we are thinking something, we are doing that way. And when we are doing that, is the result good or bad? So that way we have to be very, very careful. This bhava pratyaya, when they are practicing meditation with some desire, some become God and some become merged with the nature. And that is the reason we say Varuna, he is the god of rain, he is the goddess of, she is the goddess of these and that. All this comes from that, because that they are very high. We cannot think of that. But still, not mukta, not the highest position. Then this is so difficult. Is it worth trying meditation? You don't know, there are other ways are also there. Very simple. What are those? Here, it says on the 20th aphorism, Shraddha, the first word, Shraddha. What is that Shraddha? Then it says, Shraddha means Yashka. Yashka is a very saint who reached in a very high position, and he explained many things about. The Yashka he is telling, Shrat, Satyam. Shraddha, where from the word Shraddha came, Shrat means Satyam. That means truth. Tad asyam dhiyate, and that you are keeping in your mind constantly. That is Shraddha. This is very important. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, the moment you have the Shraddha, Vishwas, you have achieved everything. But it's so difficult. We believe in God, but really, ask yourself, when there is some trouble, there is doubt. Immediately you will say, oh no. In the Christianity, you will find that they will go to a small room inside the church and they will disclose, oh, yesterday I bet a person and then I told some of the lies, this, that. They will go and talk to the Father. Father will pray to the God, oh, forgive him. What do they call it? Confession. And what they are confessing? They are all faults that they could not maintain. And to whom they are telling? To God. Through the Father, of course, this is. Now, you need not to go to the Father. You need not to go to church even, or temple. You can simply pray to God. What happens? And the moment, continuously you are telling, I am sorry, all these things I am not going to repeat, slowly, all those thoughts are going away. And then, only continuously going on thinking, oh, I committed sin, I made mistakes, that again, wrong. Why? Because you are brooding over that thought. And the more you are thinking about that thought, constantly thinking, you become that. And that is why they say, you cannot wash the dirt with the dirt. You need fresh water. What is that fresh water? The name of God. And the name of God, if you are going to the God and praying to Him, oh God, you are so merciful, I made a mistake, I am sorry, I will try my best, I won't do. And you are sure that you are going to be pardoned. And that is called Shraddha. When they are going and telling out to the people, to the fathers, so these are I committed mistakes. You know what, so many places what happened? The highly placed people in the society, when they went and they disclosed, and they were blackmailed afterwards. Give me money, otherwise I will disclose it. And nowadays it is so easy to record. Whatever your conversation, they will record it. And so in the name of religion also those things are there. So Shraddha means to whom? God. What is Shraddha? A firm faith that God is there and He is listening. And I need not to go and shout, because He can hear the words within my mind. This Shraddha, this is a very important. Shraddhavan labhate jnanam, in Bhagavad Gita said. The moment you have that Shraddha, the faith, strong faith, then you are going to realize God. That is the jnana. What is that jnana? Jnana means knowledge, knowledge about the God. So Shraddha is the faith. Ishwar achen, তাকে দেখা যায়, তার সঙ্গে কথা বলা যায়. This is the Bengali words that Ramakrishna is telling. There is God. You can talk to Him. You can see Him. Please believe me. The moment you believe those words, you are free. But we believe 50-50. Sometimes when everything is going on nicely, oh, God is there. When something wrong, oh, God is not there. That is the thing. in the life of Jesus Christ, all this came. When the temptation came, then he overcame. But afterwards, when they were dragging him with the cross that he was also carrying, in that pain, suddenly he doubted about the existence of God for a fraction of a second. Oh, why all this thing to me? What have I done? The moment he doubted the existence of God, immediately the repentance came. Oh, I am sorry. And that is what Jesus told. Not that all the sin that we commit and go and tell to the Father. No, not that. That is only external, so that ordinary people, they develop the practice. That is only something external. But the higher, that I forgot or doubted, even for a second, that the existence of God is there. I lost my Shraddha, I lost my confidence. I am sorry. And that is the sin that he is told, I am sorry to God. So this way, Shraddha, Astika Buddhi. In the Kathopanishad it says, the Nachiketa, the young boy of 8 years old, when he saw that his father is doing something wrong, to save the father, he said, I like to sacrifice myself. Please give away to me, to someone, so that that punya, that good deed, will help you. Then he became angry to go to the death and all that. The moment that word uttered by the father, immediately the young boy started thinking, I am not bad. I am good. I can do it. I know that I can do it. That's Shraddha, that confidence. It's not ego. The confidence, I am not bad. Why should I do like that, behave like that? I cannot. This is what a human being, Monereko Manush Chai, Swami Vivekananda is telling again and again. Remember, I want main that are wanted. Everything else will be taken care of. Whom he was telling? To the human being. And who are main then? Who are human being? The first and foremost, Shraddha, the faith. And Kritagata, then I am grateful. So many people are helping me, so many. So I am grateful to each and every one of them. All the trees, all the animals, all the reptiles, the birds in the nature, each and everything is helping me to survive. And then the look at the society. All society is helping me to survive, to grow. Like my parents, they are also helping. When I go to the school, the teachers are taking care so that I learn. When I am ill, I go to the doctor takes care so that I can recover from that. So many people in so many different ways are helping me in every time. The scientists are working day and night to find out the solution of the problems. Then some problem, little problem, previously they used to suffer. Now I go, purchase the medicine, just take that medicine and I am free. Who helped me? Doctor, scientist, each and every one. So I must be grateful to each and every one. These are the two qualities if someone is having, then he can be called as a human being. Or otherwise he may be a learned person, he may be a well-placed person, it doesn't matter. But the human being is he who is having these two qualities. One is Shraddha, the faith, faith in himself, faith in God. And second, Kritagata, he will never forget. So Shraddha, the moment there is Shraddha comes the Virya. This Virya, where from it comes? If you go and see how the missionaries are working. In the Hinduism, it is only the Ramakrishna mission is the first missionaries. Only 100 years. Our history, only 100 years. 1897 Ramakrishna mission was formed, and say from there onwards, we are working only a few years. The Christian missionaries, they used to go to so deep to spread the message of Jesus Christ. Everywhere they spread it. Why? Because they believe that if I am going and spreading the message of God, if I am converting these people into the Christianity, God will be pleased on me. Then slowly, for everything good and bad comes. Previously they used to do a lot of good, then politics entered into it, and then it has become a political movement to some extent. So obviously the good people are getting the bad names, because some bad people, in the name of religion, they are utilizing the religion. That is a different question. But the missionary zeal, where from it came? Shraddha. So many people, the other people, they killed them, the kings and the other people, without understanding. There's a story. They went to Africa. There's a story only. And one father went to the deep inside the Africa where cannibals were there. So he wanted to convert the cannibals into a good human being. After 1, 2, 3 years, when he is not coming back, then one of his friends also went over there, met those cannibals, and asked them, one person like me came here 2, 3 years before. Have you seen him? Oh yeah. How is he? Oh, he was delicious, they said. So like this, you have to work. This is so difficult. They have already eaten him. Now they are very happy that another person has also come. Like this it goes, but they go and go. When we went to Arunachal Pradesh, the first Swami in 1970, very modern, 1970, what he wanted to do, wanted to start a school. And the government, particularly Indira Gandhi, requested us. So the school was open inside the deep jungle so that they get the same environment, and slowly we will give them a modern education. You know what happened? They tried to kill him. These people for whom he went over there, and they tried to kill him. It was good. It was lucky for him that some other people were also there, and one tribal person was there, so somehow he was saved. And recently only, in a car, in the capital of the Arunachal Pradesh, the two of our Swami was driving, and then suddenly something happened in their front. They were not involved. There was one motorcycle and one person that was there. And because of the roadblock, some people are already on the street, and so they were waiting. It is not America, there is only one road. They cannot immediately pollution come. So people came, they saw the Swami, then immediately say, because of them this thing has happened. Superstition. So it was all right. Both of the people are from our village, and they have been injured because these two were sitting over here in the car, and so the superstition is so much, come, let us kill them. And they were ready to kill them. One of our Swami, he remembered one gentleman's name and phone number who is also a tribal, and he is educated. Immediately rang, and he rushed, came back. When they were beating the car, trying to break it, he reached over there with his people and told, no, I know them. Somehow they were saved. So with this risk only, we are working over there. Why? Because with a faith, with a belief, if we give them education, we don't convert. We give them only education. We give only education so that they can develop the discrimination. So this is called Shraddha. The moment Shraddha is there, you get tremendous energy. Sometimes people will be asking, how could you get so much of energy? You are going over here, going over there. I don't know. I feel fatigued and tired. But at the same time, I feel someday I am going to die. Why should I have to lie down on a bed and die? Let me do something good. And in that war field that Swami Vivekananda is telling, it is better to die on the harness than to die on the bed of a patient. So that way, something we must do, that is called virya, shakti. And the virya comes from within. Where? From the faith. Then smriti, memory. What is that memory? You will never, in no situation he will forget God is there. That is the memory. Some people can recite the whole Gita. Some people can recite, you will wonder, whole Bhagavata, the life of Sri Krishna. They are so strong in memory. They can remember so many things. But only one thing they forget. That is the existence of God. And that's why so much of ego. Because they think that I am the intellectual one, I am the intelligent one. Wrong. So this Shraddha, then Virya, then Smriti, memory. The memory doesn't mean this. Memory means in all situations you should not forget the existence of God. Whatever happened, that's okay. What am I to do? There is someone, I have total faith, and then concentration and prajna, perfect knowledge. There should not be any doubt, perfect knowledge. So through these also we can slowly reach to the samadhi. Then after that they are asking how long it will take to get the samadhi. So they are asking that Rishi, okay, but how long it will take? Then he says, Tibra samvega namanam asanyaha. Tibra samvega. If you have strong desire, immediately will get. And what type of desire? Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna showed it in his life. We know the Chaitanya was mad for God. We know Shankara, we know Buddha, but we have not seen how much they have done the tapasya. In the life of Jesus Christ, a long period is totally absent. And that is the time of his tapasya. Some people, they believe that he went to India, but the Western world don't believe because they think India is a backward country. We are prosperous. We have everything. India is not having all these things. No, it's wrong. India are having the knowledge. Long back, people used to go to India to learn. From China, from Japan, from Europe, so many. The people used to go to India because knowledge. There were so many universities. Now slowly they are trying to revive those universities where 13,000, 20,000 students to study. They used to be there to study. It's not just, this is history. And naturally, wherever the knowledge is there, prosperity is there, people will go over there. Nowadays, people are mad to come to America. Why? Knowledge and prosperity. When there will be no knowledge and prosperity, who will come to America? No one will come. So in the beginning, we found that particularly Asia and Africa, they used to go to the Europe because of that. Now America, all people from every corner, they are trying to come to America. So the American government, they are going on tightening the immigration law because of that. So much people, so many people, they are coming. In India at that time, so many people they used to go. In that Hindu temple, the Lemont. Now, I have already covered those part. So many educated people, they used to go to India, and they have given the beautiful descriptions about India. The prosperity and knowledge, both were there. And this is the Tibra Sambhega Namanam Asanyaha. Jesus went over there. In the research they say, and he went to Kashi. He studied there. He practiced meditation. What wrong if he has done it? Because knowledge is same everywhere. Whoever is giving the knowledge, students will go to him, learn it, then come back. Then so many people are learning so many things. Hundreds and thousands of people are learning meditation every time. They all become samadhivana? No. Only one or two. So Tibra Sambhega Namanam. You have to have the desire, and desire like what? Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, every day, the last, when the sun is setting, he will be crying like a mad. Oh God, one day has passed from my life. And there is so little time left. When I am going to realize you? He could not sleep in the night. He could not take rest in the day, constantly going on like that. And sometime, out of the agony of the pain, he used to rub his face on the bank of Ganga. This is all history. We cannot think of it. So these are the way, and then you realize it immediately. Tibra samvega namanam asanya, and then mridu madhyadi matratvat tatopi vishesha. Those who are slow, okay, they will also reach. Oh, it doesn't matter, someday we will reach. Swami Vivekananda said, today or tomorrow, each and every one is going to get liberation. And one gentleman was so happy after reading that. Oh, then I need not to do anything. If I am going to get the liberation someday, so let us enjoy. Why should I have to go and give away so many things? Whatever I like, I will go on doing, because someday I am going to reach over there. When the someday will come, nobody knows, but he is happy. Let him be. And like this, mridu and madhya. And some people, okay, let us go. And they make a routine. You know, for the ordinary people, general people, when you are beginning, the best thing is to make a routine. And to resolve that I am going to follow this routine. When we were students, we made the routine. This morning we will get up and we will study these and then these. We have to go to these and to school. We have to, like that. We have to study, say in the beginning we had 4 or 5 subjects. So in the morning 3 subjects, in the night 2 subjects, like that. Our seniors, they guided us and we studied like that. Similarly, you have to study. In the morning we will get up, and particularly those who are retired. I told one gentleman at a couple, immediately after the retirement, they were telling what I will do. Because after the retirement there is no occupation, and I don't like to go and join some other opportunity, because after on that position, when after retirement, I was in a government position, a big officer, to the private, and then they will be dictating, it doesn't look good. So what should I do? Then I told you, better go to a place where you find some friends. And because he loves Thakur and he has taken the initiation, I told, these you must do. Early morning you have to get up and then meditate and then read a book. You read the book and your wife will listen, because only one child, married and settled. And then take a cup of tea, go out for the purchasing in the market and all that, come back. Again, both of you sit, and now this time your wife will read and you listen. And then the wife will go inside the kitchen to prepare food and all that, she will be doing household. And then you read your newspaper, answer the telephone call, and always at least make a list to give a call to some of your relatives. You should keep contact, because that is also necessary. Should not be unsocial. Always keeping contact with the society, to your friends and all that. Then how are you? Once in a month, his name is there. Sunday, Friday, I will give a ring to him. So give a ring. And then afterwards, after taking your breakfast, have bath, go and sit in the temple. Again you meditate for 1 hour. Then you chant. If you can't, then put a cassette, take the book, try to recite from there. Whole chapter of Gita you should chant. And our Raja Maharaj is telling Brahmananda ji, if you can chant the whole Gita, or chapter of a Gita every day, your sins will be eradicated. Your mind will be purified. Believe it. And then take the lunch, take a little rest, get up, and again go to the temple and meditate. And after that, read some book. And when in the afternoon at about 4:30, take a cup of tea, and both of you should go for a walk. At least 1 hour you should walk, so that the health will be all right. You do not to depend on anyone. And don't purchase any plot of land and car and all this, because to maintenance and all these things will be difficult. So just purchase a condo, and then people are there, society is there to take care. So be free. Don't purchase a car. If you like to go out, just give a ring. The pull is there, car pull, car will come. But go every week to a holy place. Every month at least to a pilgrimage, or at least thrice in a month. So like that, they are so happy. And many of the people now slowly following it. This is, we have to introduce in the society, nowadays society, this is essential. Why? Because the life is so fast nowadays. And after the retirement, suddenly there is nothing. So obviously, the people, they lose the balance. That should not be. They should be occupied. And then this is called Brahmacharya, Garhastha, Banaprastha. And this Banaprastha, they are preparing. Now they have it's called the grandchild, they love him very much, but once in a month only. They are not much attached. And of course I told him, because they are so close to me, I told them, don't take any decision about the grandchild, in which school he will be admitted, in which this he will, no, don't. It is the responsibility of his parents, don't do that. And the moment you are trying to do that and impressing your child to do that, follow that, if anything wrong, then they will go on blaming on you, and you will be also all slowly detached. Withdraw your mind and give as maximum possible to the society. If you have little money, make it this month, every month I will give this much money in donation. And in the puja time, in the festival time, when you are purchasing new clothes for yourself or your child, purchase one cloth for a poor person and give it to him. In the winter, at least one blanket to a poor person, give it to him. They are your own. Now spread your mind and say, they are my own. So like this, slowly, then sannyasa. And of the two, someday one will be dying. We cannot. Both of us together will die, it is not possible. Someday, wife will go first or the husband will go first, we do not know. The one gentleman is here. I am telling you from the practical life. He was a very big engineer. And he used to make fun that I am going to die fast and this lady is going to suffer. It has become just opposite. Lady has already gone, and the whole suffering of the gentleman, because lady had the occupation and he is not having any occupation, and he could not give his mind to the God also. He suffers a lot. I feel so much for him. But he knew so many things, he read so many books, only thing could not make the decision, I am going to wash my hands off from these. So this is the knowledge. Whether we want it or not, someday these things are going to happen. And when it is obvious, prepare our mind in that way. And that is why Sri Ramakrishna told, first you apply the oil on your finger, hand, and then break the jackfruit. Then the stickiness won't be there. You can enjoy the jackfruit. This is the life, this is the truth. And the 4 part we have to follow. Brahmacharya, Garhastha, then Banaprastha and Sannyas. And some young people will come and say, now we'll have to come and stay. No, you go to the, because whatever the knowledge that you have already achieved, you have to give it back to the society, some way or other. And that is the time you must. After the retirement, then you follow this routine. And you should not follow this routine now itself. So there are times there. So this way, why we are studying the scripture? To help ourselves. Not for only for information. Majority of the time we study Bhagavad Gita everywhere you go. Gita Paran, Gita Jnana Yajna, Gita this and Gita that. Whole day they will be there. I went to some place, I am not telling them because maybe that those people are observing, they will understand it. So the whole people, they have tied the red cloth on their head, and whole day long, one sloka, they are reciting and putting the Havana, whole day it is going on. Good. At least something they are doing, nothing wrong. But after that, when I asked him, from the whole Gita, what you have learned? Oh, that meaning we don't know. The meaning of the Gita is not there. If it is not, then it is of no use. So what for the religion? To help me now and here. And that is why Swamiji is telling, if the religion cannot help me here and now, I don't believe in that religion. Oh, if you follow these, you will go to heaven, then you will get a free accommodation over there, free food. Oh, I don't need that. I want right now what? Happiness. And how the happiness can come? By knowledge. What is that knowledge? Here it says, Ishvara pranidhanatva. You can reach to the highest level of meditation, that's called samadhi. Highest level of meditation. How? Just by taking the name of God. Other things that we have already read, if it is good for you, okay. If it is not, ordinary person like me, it is good to follow this one, Ishvara pranidhanatva. And who is the Ishvara? Then it will be, they will be explaining. The Ishvara pranidhana is the God, if you are remembering. And God, your Ishvara pranidhanatva. Swami Vivekananda, in a very small sentence, he is giving this. That is, by devotion to Ishvara. By devotion. I have seen the devotees, they are coming over here and only to clean the vessels. So they are coming, driving a 1 hour, going back driving 1 hour, and what for? And then again they are bringing food for us, bringing some fruits for the God. And what they like to do? They like to wash the utensils that has been used for the puja. Devotion. If you ask someone else to come, well, why should I? Or some people you have to pay. But this devote is the thing. If I do some whatever menial work, I am going to get the blessings of God, and that is true. How? Because you have the faith. The moment you have the faith, elderly ladies are coming and cleaning the whole area, and with a faith. But faith is necessary. If the faith is not there, you won't get it. What is the faith? God will grace me, will bless me. I will get His blessings. Sure. Shraddha. Remember it. Whatever you are doing, do it with the Shraddha. The moment you are doing with the Shraddha, you get the blessings of God. And if you are doing for something else, you will get many things, but not the blessings of God. Even the bhajan, the singing, the devotional song. When the Narendranath came and he sang for God, Manochala Nija Niketane, oh my mind, go to your own abode. Sri Ramakrishna went into samadhi. And next day, some other time, many people came, young man, 19, 20 years old. He saw so many people are sitting over there. So he started the tuning the instrument, and then he was making the whole tabla and all that ready, and the same tune. Then he sang. Sri Ramakrishna listened to it and said, it's just like a food without salt. Aluni laglo. If you are cooking something without salt, how it will be? So like that, your song. Why? Because there was no devotion. He was perfect in tune, everything. But there was no devotion. So God loves devotion. And where from the devotion come? Shraddha, faith. What is that faith? God is there. Who told it? God Himself. The blessed are those who are pure in heart, for they shall see God. Jesus told. He's not an ordinary person. We quote so many things from You go to any school or the colleges and they will be giving the quotations from so many other places. But very few they will quote from Jesus, from Sri Ramakrishna, from Buddha. Why? Because they think, oh, this is not necessary. That's the most important thing. Ultimately, the human being is going to God. Ultimately, the human being seeking peace, happiness, joy, fulfillment. Nothing else but God can give it. So that you have to understand. And here they are telling Ishvara pranidhanatva. Just by the pranidhan means Ishvara. Ishvara, we will get the definition. And what is pranidhana? Pranidhana means prakishta dhyana. That means total concentration. When you are thinking about God, only think about God. Ishvara pranidhana. We talk about the meditation. Meditation means concentration. Suppose you are alone, you come over here. I removed these things from the center because I wanted the people should come and sit in the center and look straight to Thakur. Many of the devotees I have seen, they are coming and sitting and straight looking at the God. And when you are looking at him, the whole picture, and then slowly forget the whole body. Only try to imagine the face. You are looking intently, not closed eyes, open eye. Then you can't see the whole body and all other things. Then only the face. And then forget the face, only the two eyes. God with open eye, looking at you. If you can do that, meditation. That is a very good meditation. And you are not closing your eyes. Only thing, you are opening and slowly withdrawing your all senses, feelings, and concentrating on God's eye. And constantly within the mind, if you can think, oh God, I know you are there. I know this is the picture of God. I know you are looking at me because you see everything. But right this moment, let me feel that you are looking at me. With that prayer, Ishvara, pranidhana. Pranidhana means perfect concentration. And who is Ishvara? That you will explain in the next class. Karma, klesha, karma, vipaka, ashaya, aparamishta. All Sanskrit words. Klesha. Majority of the Indian people, they'll understand klesha means all problem. And this klesha, where from the klesha comes? This klesha, we have Swami Vivekananda is explaining this. He is telling this misery. In simple word, misery, klesha. Where from the misery comes? We will explain in the next day. Avidya, first and foremost, ignorance. Avidya. Vidya means knowledge, avidya means ignorance. Because of the ignorance, this is. The other day when I was going through, suddenly I found Bangladesh cinema. So I wanted to see how the Bangladesh, the cinema, theatre, and music, dance, that is the actual identity of that particular group of people. So I was talking with some of our devotees that one day I like to go and see the drama of American theatre, how they are performing, and then the other dances, American way of life, how they do. So this is necessary to understand them. And in the cinema, particularly the movie, where from they take all the idea from the society. So that is reflected. If you see the cinema, society's mind is reflected to some extent. You can get. So that cinema you are seeing, one person, he was very truthful. And some other people who were trying to do something wrong, as because he was there, they couldn't do. So they first tried to pursue, come and join us, we will be rich. and within very short time we will earn so much money. He said, no, I don't need, you do. But they thought, as because he has already come to know about it, so they killed him and threw him in the river. They thought that he is already dead, but somehow he survived, and then after a long time came back to the village. Right from his wife, all the village people started thinking that he is a ghost. Because ignorance. He is telling you, see, I am here, I am talking with you, it's a daytime, and this is the masjid, they are Muslims, as a holy place. How a ghost can be like that? Well, no, you have died. So why? Because ignorance. So avidya is the first thing from where comes all our misery. The ignorance, from there comes the misery. And then karma means the action, then the result and the desire. So klesha, karma, vipaka. Vipaka means the result of it. Klesha, karma, vipaka, ashaya. Ashaya means desire. And then ultimately the whole thing creates problem for us. So this is the main. And what God is away beyond this. So that is called Ishvara. They will be giving a lot of idea about the Ishvara. And ultimately, Ishvara, the word, is synonymous to Brahman. It's all pervading, because he was in the beginning, he is in the middle, he is in the end. So like, so next class means next is 16 is the Sunday, as because that is a special day, I think we should discuss about the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. As the religion that we are practicing, learning, that has been demonstrated in the life of some people. So we will discuss about that excellent life of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So let us now conclude today here by chanting this sloka. These two sloka that we do, this is the gist of the whole religion. The first, this they are telling, I am not all this. You know the meaning of it, majority of you. So whatever that you see, this body, this mind, this eye, this nose, this, I am not that. Then who am I? Then here it says, Aham nirvikalpo. Nirvikalpo means changeless. Nirakara rupo. Vibhutvacha sarvatra. Sarvendriyanam. Navasangatam. Naiva muktirnameya. Chidananda Rupa. Shivoham, Shivoham. Shivoham, Shivoham. I am the knowledge, I am the bliss. Shivoham, Shivoham. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om.